All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get this out to the team. Let's see. All right. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, Jason, I don't know if you're still here, but I was just a couple minutes behind. My bad, man. All right. Let me get this. Make sure you guys can see everything. You can. Perfect. Where we at? John, good morning. Dawson, good morning. Dawson, are you a Broncos fan, man? I saw you put, like, when you're talking about the Broncos, you put us. I'm curious. Massimo, good morning. Jason's still here. Appreciate that. Noah, good morning. Ziegball, good morning. Matthew, good morning. Hope all is well with you too, man. Kevin, what's good, man? How are you? You are Dawson. Okay, I'm a lifelong Broncos fan, so that makes me happy. Too bad dude, this season, man. I gotta talk to you later. Philip, good morning. Jason, you're from Colorado. Broncos fan? Question mark. I'm not from Colorado, but my mom is, so. Julio, good morning. How are you, man? How are you? All right. Today. Let's see. SPY gaps down a good amount. Also, for other people totally out of the loop, as far as I know, the government's shut down right now. So what that'll do to the market, let's see. But yeah, let's see. You're a Rams fan, Jason. Really? That's interesting. That's even more interesting if you were a fan when they were in St. Louis, but interesting. I like it. I respect the Rams. I like Stafford. Randy, good morning. Matt, good morning. Colorado native, but live in South Carolina right now. Okay. That's cool. Broncos fan? Do you like what the Broncos are looking like? Was and then moved from LA. They came back. Then, like, yeah, fair. Yeah. My mom didn't either. Let's see. I guess we could look at SPY maybe off something here. We'll see if that gets it. I know this is gonna sound crazy too, but with the government shut down, I'm kind of bullish. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but I am kind of bullish. Since Wayne Davis, yes, sir. I think it's a 99 Elway, maybe 96, like throwback Elway jersey in my closet. I love that jersey. Fan sports, do enjoy where I live. If I was in the Baltimore area, that's Saints. Yeah, fair. Gold should go up because of the situation. Gold hasn't stopped going up, man. Markets usually trend up with shutdowns. They do. They didn't used to. I saw a stat that I think it was like pre 98, all the shutdowns before the market went down, and then since like 98 or 99, they've always gone up. Let's show my hate or anything. No, all good, man. So my summers in Colorado growing up. I live there. Crested Butte. Ah, interesting. I think I'm gonna go out for a. I want to go out for a Broncos game this year. I don't know if I'll make it out there. UM for me has looked a little too bearish, so I don't know if I want to go long on that. App. What do we got here? It's a pretty decent gap up today because I'm considering everything else gapped down. Yeah, I'm not sure I like it much. I can't imagine Apple's going to flush down at 254 again. I'll have to see though. PLTR. I wish this demand was a little stronger. 2 hours not bad. Just wish I had a little more on it. Because I was thinking like if we consider that demand, we'd bounce off, we'd break those highs. Probably right in that retrace area we'd be looking for. I actually kind of like that. Amazon, a little bit of a gap down. Let's see what that does. If we work our way back into TLM, we could look at something like that. Although Amazon a little more bearish recently, so you want to be careful. Big drop on it yesterday. Yeah. AMD. Let's see. Nice little demand to end the day yesterday. Could look for a bounce off of that. We'll have to see. We're going to have a lot of stuff at demand. We're going to see if we actually get reactions off of this or not. Meta gaps down. Probably nothing there. Microsoft did push off demand. Not the best break in the world, though. Definitely not the best break. We're gapping down into demand here. We'll also have another demand there. Could see if we get a reaction here. We might go a little below this based on the open. So I might actually be looking for this demand instead. Should not be a bad thing necessarily. I'm going to draw both of these. Just keep both those on the chart. We'll keep an eye on it. 1S if DXY will have an impact on this instrument. On what in specific? NVIDIA, we could use demand here. We look on lower time frames. Could use this as demand. It's not my favorite thing, kind of being inside that big move, but it's a pretty big push up there. I don't know why I put that on secondary. Might as well just throw it on the actual watch list. Google looks like we'll open right inside that 1 hour. We did hit supply, got a pretty sizable rejection. I know we gapped down, but pretty big rejection. I probably will stay away from that. I don't think that'll hold. And I don't really like this demand. So probably stay away from Goog. Hood. Let me think here. I don't love that demand. And Hood's been so bullish recently, though. Could just draw out the 2 hour, see if we get a reaction off of it. It's definitely a big move there. Just might not be fast enough. Would be my only concern. Coin gaps up. Looks like we'll be above supply. Not that I really want to short it. AVGO kind of opens right where it closed. We'll have some demand down there. Tesla. Again, some more demand here. I just don't know how many of these are actually going to get to demand. Not my favorite thing to trade, but I'll watch it. TSM. Again, another demand here. Keep an eye out. Oracle pretty bearish recently. Wish we hit that at close. That'd have been nice. But we don't, so probably nothing. MU. We'll have demand here. Do have some TLM potential as well. Trend's good. I'm going to watch that for TLM. Might end up being supply and demand if we drop down a little lower. Does it break anything? Not really. Kind of double topped. I love that. Roblox. Don't like that price action yesterday. Same thing with Uber. Quite a drop in the morning. Him's going to be too trendy. Not going to be at any sort of demand. That's gapping up a little bit. Shop. No real demand in the way. You could look for shorts on Shop. We're looking at trend. Kind of in a balance right now. Might be working our way up. Maybe I stay away from that. Mara gaps up. Not going to like shorts there. Boeing gaps down. I don't think, yeah. I'm going to open near the bottom. I wouldn't want to play that to the upside. Okay. So we have a good amount of stuff that's going to be near demand. So let's do that. Let me send this out. All right. Got the watch list out. All right. Let's see. Okay. For all the Freedom Team guys, John put out a nice little consensus on certain stocks. Good thing to take a peek at. Let me get a risk calculator up. Okay, that's good. And let me do this. Let me log into Thinkorswim real quick. I updated my phone to iOS 26, and let me tell you, I'm a fan. Chris, good morning, man. How are you? Hope all is well. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Sweet. All right. Let's get that. That's good. We'll make sure that everything's opening where we think. We'll hop over to the 1 minute. So it looks like PLTR and NVIDIA are going to open, or PLTR and AMD, NVIDIA as well. So we have a few things that are opening pretty close to demand. Microsoft will be right inside. I do have a little bit of a feeling we might push below that. We'll just take a peek at some other things real quick. It's like Apple. I mean, Apple did get above that high. Probably could have looked for Apple there. off demand. Yesterday towards close probably would have been the better option. Yeah, we got a good amount of stuff to look at. Seems I'm prepped for spring. I think so, but we might see it go down a little more. But we'll have to see. Got news at 10. What is it? PMI. Okay. I know I did see something about what will be affected by the shutdown data-wise. Jobless claims, non-farm payrolls, CPI, PPI, retail sales, GDP, employment trends, new home sales, export, import. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. 1580 P employment. That was at 8:15. So that already came out. It's probably what caused the gap down, if I had to guess. PMI should be interesting. Hopefully we can get in something prior to 10. I know that's what Gabe was looking to do yesterday, but didn't find any opportunities. So we'll see. We will see. How long does everyone think the shutdown will last? I'm curious. I believe the average. I think the average is like 8 days. So we'll have to see if it goes longer or not. Because what was it in? Was that 2018? I think it was the last one. That one was like 31 days or something like that. I know that was the longest one ever. I think it was 31 days. So I'm curious how long this one will last. Q's opening a little closer as well. That's nice. AMD. Nvidia opening close. See what that does. Microsoft might actually end up opening just above demand. So that could actually work out in our favor. John, good morning, man. How are you? I wonder if BLS data will be stopped Friday. I don't think so. There's so much stuff. It probably will, actually. 35? Was it 35? Jeez. Can't imagine this one will go that long. But I wouldn't be surprised with I'd say 8 to 12 days. Why is Hood still moving up? Because it's just an absolute beast of a stock, man. This past couple of days for it have just been incredible. Be curious to see if it keeps going today. An idea. I look for my idea on one of those early morning caffeine days. Yeah, sometimes you need it, man. I will tell you that much. Sometimes you just need it. see. All right, 2 minutes to market open. I need to make sure I have this set up correctly. Which I do. Okay. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's all good. I think this should be... Yeah, that should be fine. All right. Let's do that. All right. What are we looking for first? Definitely want to keep an eye on MU. PLTR is probably... Do we have anything? Not really. Okay. This actually hits supply as well on the 30-minute. I don't know. We'll see what the market does. If the market looks bullish, could look to take that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Did not think Microsoft was going to hold that. All good. That's why we got two. Ooh, MU opens just a tad too high. Yeah, that's kind of puts a hole in that plan. First candle of the day. Q's dropping down. AMD with quite the wick. NVIDIA doesn't quite hit demand. We do pop out of TLM, so we could look for that. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. See if Q starts pushing up. If we get some good structure on Qs, I wouldn't mind it. Don't love that wick on AMD. Don't like that at all. Video pushing up a little bit. Microsoft's pushing up pretty strongly. Hood's coming down. I doubt that continues to come down, but we'll have to see. See what MU does. I actually don't think there's gonna be anything on MU gonna hit demand. I think I'll just set an alert there and take that off. Q's with a good push. Okay, I am looking at Q's. NVIDIA comes right back down. Man, Microsoft, what a 1 minute. What? 1 minute candle. Where's that? All right, I would like Q's off demand here. Let's see if we get a pullback though. So we probably need something like that. Could take a profit around there. So let's see. What do we have with that? See if we get what we're looking for. Which I don't know if we will. This might just want to go. That's going to be quite a few. Looks like we're pushing up pretty strong. PLTR pushing down pretty hard. AMD pops up, breaks highs. It's actually not bad. Just make sure not really add anything that would stop us. Okay. So what if we did that instead? See if we get down there. 670, 780. So what we need that probably. AMD probably need a retrace to like there. I like that AMD broke those highs. It's good. I don't know if we're going to get these retraces we need, though. Might just continue the push. Man, PLTR. It's quite a sizable drop. Don't think I'd really want to look for shorts, but if anything, longs just make more sense. Let's get alerts here just so I don't miss this. Might not have anything to miss, though. Could do something like that. Let's see. I like this on AMD. PLTR might. I don't love PLTR as much as these other things, to be honest. I just don't. What do we have? See if this is going to dump. I would not like to be in it if it dumps. See what we do. Stay patient with this one. Want to see if those buyers step in or not. That is what I was afraid of. While we're here, what could we target if we get in this? Should we target like there? It's if these buyers step in, which they might not. I go maybe a little bit. PLTR comes back above that retrace area. So I'm looking for an AMD. Doesn't look like PLTR wants to retrace at all. What did NVIDIA end up doing? Okay, so NVIDIA ended up going down to demand, which is very interesting. Wonder if that demand will hold. Let's see. PLTR is obviously pretty bullish, which is good. I don't love where it bounced. That'd be the only worry on PLTR. Just where it bounced. But structurally, that makes sense to me. What do we have here? We'll have to see if Q's retraces. I'll have to see that. Let me get that in there. All right. Uber? What did Uber do? Is this fly? Oh, yeah. Probably going to fly right up to supply. In AMD is 60% retrace. I like it. Really good entry there. PLTR pushing up. Love that. Buyers look like they do step in on AMD, which is nice. And Microsoft went right up and came right back down. SPY's trending well. Q's not so much. Should make things pretty interesting. NVIDIA looks like it might keep dropping after I had a really good day yesterday also. Yeah, Microsoft, I'm not super interested in that. Amazon pushes back up. That's nice. Crap, I was gonna buy some shares at 217. Forgot. Oh, good. And Q's might come back. I don't know. PLTR moving nice. Still a lot to do, but moving well. AMD gets back up above place we're looking for, which is nice. I think that target should be fine. Great move on PLTR. Great move. All right, buyers are showing they don't care about what's going on, which is nice. Hood is probably just not going to do anything. kind of just in no man's land at this point. Nvidia really choppy pushing down. Very choppy. AMD, what a candle. What a freaking candle. Got an AMD good call. Thank you, sir. Google TLM. Really? Google TLM. Yeah. I mean, you could. You definitely could. Yeah, you probably would have wanted to get in on a pullback here. I don't know if that would have been enough for me necessarily for a pullback. But yeah, you probably would have wanted to get in somewhere around there. AMD pushing well. Very nice. Hopefully we can get out with that profit and run. The dream would be to just get out of the freaking the trades before news even hits, if we're being honest. Like, we just hit our targets on both these and get out, that's perfect to me. I think I'm going to call it a day. My futures are filled. Fair enough, man. You enjoy, Randy. You enjoy. 250 on AMD. Yeah, they both look good. We'll see if AMD screws me at my target, but they're both looking good as of now. That's quite the sell-off. Quite the sell-off. I guess with that rip, you kind of expect it, though. Okay, AMD hits. There we go. Beautiful. 1 for 1. Now we wait for PLTR. 1 for 1 on AMD, though. That is what we like. That is what we like. All right. Great target as well, by the way. Barely tapped it. Probably will keep going, honestly. If you have an even more aggressive target on AMD, might end up working, but I will take my, what is this, my 1.28. I'll take that and run. Basically 1.3. We think of a SPY retrace. I don't like it because it didn't hit demand. It's the only thing. Where like Qs, I like it more just because it hit demand. So if I were to pick between the two, I would choose Qs personally. What's Amazon doing? 219. Doesn't just like when you say it out loud, Amazon for 219, doesn't that just seem cheap? Like, maybe I'm crazy, but it just seems so cheap. Let's see. I do wonder if Qs will come down. PLTR, I mean, dude, beautiful. That's what I like to see. This one a little better, risk reward 1.34. We'll see if we hit that. And we might be able to, if PLTR gives us another candle like that, we might be able to get out of here before 10 and be good. That might just be like a we're out kind of thing. Let's see. Let's see if it hits. If we're kind of like up here, like we kind of chop for the next 10 minutes or so, right before 10, I'll probably close it out just to be safe. But let's hope we're not. Let's hope we just hit the target before 10. Qs is coming back down. If you, for some reason, did not get AMD, and for some reason you didn't get PLTR, if Qs comes down, I still like it. Now, will I like it as much because we're going to be pretty close to news when you'd have to enter? I don't love that. But I do like the structure of it. I think the advantage that AMD and PLTR have over it, though, is the fact that they already were kind of at this gap, right? AMD broke it. PLTR kind of pushed off of it, and kind of had that higher time frame structure to go with it, where Qs you kind of lack that. You don't get that as much on Qs because we have that gap down. So you're basically just playing off of the super low time frame with a move like that. So that is quite the, what in the hell was that? What just happened? 949? The market does that? I'm so confused why we just dumped. Dang. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Amazon's at 218. Damn, well, that's not great for PLTR, I'll tell you that much. I don't know what the hell that is. Let me hop over here and look at like on there. And if it keeps going down today, we'll look to get more, but 218 is cheap. Man, unfortunate on PLTR with that dump. I don't know what that was. I don't know if anyone saw something. That was a very strange dip. Did anyone see anything that would have caused that? So it was right at like 9:49 that happened. I don't know if something came out at that random time. Can't imagine it did. Huh. All right. Let's see. Let's see if PLTR can make its way back up. Hopefully. I mean, if you need an entry point, I guess you got another one. It's a very strange push, though. It's like he does push down. That drop on Qs looks so crazy. It's probably the same thing. It wasn't as crazy on the single stocks from what it looks like. I should have taken the picture prior to that drop because that makes it look weird. But I was about to journal that trade in my September journal, but it's a new month. How could I forget? What do we have? Let's see. What did I say my risk reward was? I think like 1.3 on that. I think. Let me do this. All right. Wow, big rip. PLTR didn't get quite all of that. All right, we're cutting it close. We got 7 minutes. I would love that rip to keep going. They're kind of low close. AMD is all over the place, by the way. NVIDIA dropping lower. Damn, Apple almost touched 259. Almost touched it. Microsoft drops below. Meta kept dropping. Okay. AVGO kind of stuck. TSM just missed that demand. MU kept going. Visa kept going big time. Okay. Come on, PLTR. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I need like $1.30 out of you. I know you can do it. But we are 1 for 1, so we're good. We'll see if we can be 2 for 2. Our PLTR is going to play with our hearts a little bit here. But we will trust the target. I don't think there's anything else I really am going to be honest with you guys. Take that off because I already journaled that. I don't think SPY is going to have anything. Q's obviously dropped below what we're looking for, so that's fine. PLTR a little bit of a sell there. Not the biggest fan of that. Nvidia, you'd really have to get above like 185.50 for me to be intrigued by this. It's good volume coming into demand though. I do appreciate that. We'll see if that pushes back up though. Hopefully like PLTR will. Hopefully. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay. So the more I looked at it, the more I thought maybe I messed up that retrace. But I did not. I did not. Also, if you played AMD, by the way, let me know. I want to see if anyone else caught that. Or if you're playing PLTR. Got the AMD. Love it. Dawson got AMD. Love it. Missed PLTR. You missed PLTR, Dawson? Never, man. Never seen such a thing. How about those Dodgers, Dawson? That was the freest bet of our lives, huh? That bullpen shit, but pretty free on that one. If the higher time frame was better in AMD, I would have thought about market structure play for a second run up. Yeah, I wouldn't have loved the market structure play as much. Obviously, looking back now, it could have been played pretty easily, but I understand why you would have stayed out of that. I think if maybe we got a better break here, especially, we would have felt pretty good about it. But not getting that break, that's super clear. I can understand why you'd be hesitant for it. Free money, it was. Yeah, that was a bet I was already going to make anyway, so I just had double confirmation on it. All right. I really would like PLTR to push up here before news. I really would enjoy that. but I'm afraid it might not. That might end up being an unfortunate one, which would suck. Unless PMI is good, but I don't have a ton of faith. I will say that. We still get PMI, right? PMI is not one that's going to be delayed. I assume we still get it. I didn't see it on that list. Just a little bit of a push up. It is unfortunate. 20 cents earlier. I wish that would have just pushed up. That would have made our lives a lot easier. Did Amazon just like have a freak out moment? What happened over here? No. Just pushing up pretty well all of a sudden. Is PMI good? Wow. Wow. I'm surprised. Looks like the market didn't have too much of a reaction. Had PLTR hit supply. Yeah, I did see that. That's why I'm a little worried about this target. I think that's what I was saying. Like you probably could have taken your here, because I did notice that targeted. We'll see if it hits or not. We'll see. It might just end up being coming down to using the 30 instead of the 45. We'll see. We'll see if it gets that push we need. The only thing I like about it is you still are continuing that uptrend. You didn't break any downside, like to the downside with any lows or anything. So, and if you hit supply, you fail to make a new low, which is nice. WNT blasted through demand zones today. Yeah, I think quite a few things did actually. Kind of with that first dump we had. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping PLTR would go up and hit the target we set, but looks like it might take some time if it's going to. So I will probably just let PLTR run. I don't really like adjusting it once I'm in the trade itself. So if you want a more conservative target, you could have just had that 182.90 and already been out of this trade, which, to be honest, was probably the smarter thing to do. But hey, nobody's perfect, you know? So we'll see if we can get a little bit lucky and get that higher target we were pushing for. If not, we're still 1 for 1 on the day, right? So, I mean, I'm never going to complain about a win. So we'll see where it goes. Hopefully this PLTR rip is what we need. PSX Energy has demand nearby with crude oil soon, FYI. Yeah, oil's been weird. Not that I really trade it often, but I do peek at it here and there. So yeah, so I'll let PLTR work. We'll see if this hits. Hopefully it does. And obviously AMD 1-for-1 already. So yeah, if you took both of them, how many people are in here? If you took both of them, don't take a loss on PLTR. If you already have a win on the day, don't stretch it out and take a loss on this. Either just take your profits like at your 1-to-1 or whatever you're at right now, or move your stop to break even or something. My number one rule is when I have a win, I try not to eat into those profits at all. So if I have two plays going, one of them hits and one's above my entry, I'm already making money on it. I'll just move that stop to break even and not risk losing or cutting into those profits I already made. A lot of people fail to make profits trading. So if you can, take advantage of it. But that is my word of advice today. So we'll see what PLTR does. For Freedom Team guys, if PLTR hits, I'll post it along with AMD. I'm just waiting on that. And then for everyone else, yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed today. Pretty quick fire one. We got some good plays, but hopefully some of you caught them. For Freedom Team guys, I will see you guys Friday for the live. For everyone else, I'll see you guys Wednesday. And per usual, if anyone needs help with anything or has questions, don't hesitate to reach out. See you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Appreciate you. And enjoy your Wednesday. Enjoy it.